I'm Bianca from the family support team at St. Nicholas Hospice, and today I'm presenting to you the free motion system. I'm particularly feeling quite anxious with watching the news every day, so I thought this might be a good idea. If a psychologist starts to feel a little bit anxious, maybe this can help other people too. We're all humans, so we all share the burden of this worry at the moment, so let's get cracking. Okay, so today I'm talking to you about the free motion system. Behind me you can see a nice little illustration, but I will explain what it is that you see. Now, think about your head, and touch your head. You can see it's surrounded by a skull. Skull is a very, very thick, stable substance, so it's not bendy, it's not moving in any way. So now think about 3 balloons in your head. If there were 3 balloons in your head, they couldn't go anywhere, so there would be this friction of which balloon is bigger. The same applies to the free motion system. In our head, we have the drive system, the soothing system, and the threat system. The threat system I start with first because that's the one that makes sure that we live and that our species survives. Back in the day, where we used to chase mammoths, it was really important for our brain to have a system in place that decides, without us having to think about it a lot, whether we should go and attack a threat or run away from it. In this case, the Neanderthal decided to chase the mammoth, but the mammoth isn't quite sure what's going on. So here we see the fight or flight response. Okay, fighting a threat or fleeing it. What happens in our threat system is there are those feelings attached to it, the anxiety, anger, or disgust. They are really basic, old-fashioned kind of feelings in our brain. They are not ruled by thought, they're ruled by quick reflexes, literally to make us safe. It's the stuff that decides when we walk down a dark road and there's some people coming towards us. Do we stay on this path or do we cross the road to keep safe? We don't stand there and go and think, right, well, they're about 50 meters away from me. They're about 2 meters each tall. Should I cross the road or will I just stay here? Should I play with my phone? Should I pretend I'm having one of those phone calls to feel safe? There isn't much thinking. It's all done automatically for us. Our brain sorts that out. Okay. When I present about this, I normally throw something towards people. And there's some people that don't do anything, and there's some people that duck down. And then there's some people who just look really scared. Some people might want to catch the object. So again, these are very automatic reflexes. They're the people that will freeze. There are people that will fight it. And there are people that might try and get away from the situation. None of these motions are determined by us. They're all determined by our unconscious processes, the stuff that the brain just goes and does for us to keep us safe. Okay, threat system. Soothing system is that stuff, that feeling that makes us feel relaxed, cared for and safe, content. It's that feeling when you go into a nice warm bath. It's that feeling that you have when you come home after a long day and you sit on the sofa and think, this is good. I'm feeling soothed, I'm feeling calm. Maybe that feeling when you get a hug from someone and you've been really looking forward to having that hug, where your body gets all floppy and you think, this is nice. Okay, soothing system. The drive system is all about what gets us out of bed in the morning, what motivates us, what do we want to achieve. This is me climbing a mountain, really scary. Climbing mountains is really scary. Makes my threat system go right up. So if there are these 3 balloons in our head, my threat system when I go and have to climb a mountain is massive. And I'm thinking, I don't want to do this. I feel my body shake, I have sweaty palms. I think, why am I doing this? I could just go and do normal hobbies, like, I don't know, going to the cinema or something. I want this. I want to do this. I want to feel good about myself. I want to achieve something, and when I'm up top, I actually feel safe because I'm at the top. But I also feel like I'm looking after myself. I'm doing something that is challenging my physical abilities as well as my mental abilities. So all of those systems, although this one is very big at the beginning, will eventually be balanced out. Now, when we're under a lot of stress, like we are maybe now with the coronavirus restrictions that are put on us, we might not be able to do the kind of hobbies we used to do. We might not be able to feel very soothed and anxiety-free. Our threat system might be really, really big at the moment. What do we do about this? So think about balloons and balance in those balloons. What can you do to feel soothed? What did you do maybe a year, 5 years ago that you've forgotten all about? In times of crisis, in times of stress, what is it that helped you to feel calm? Drive system. What is it that drives you? What else can you do at this moment in time when other things don't work anymore? I actually read a book again the other day for the first time in, I can't remember how long, that I haven't just read an academic book. I actually read a novel. And I last read that novel when I was 15 years old. I remembered, and actually it was a really nice feeling, and managed to achieve reading quite a significant piece of literature. There might be other things that you can remember that you've done a long time ago that you could take up again now that other things are no longer doable. Or within the things that you used to do before restrictions were put on you, what can you do? How can you change those? How can you adjust them in order to still feel that you've achieved what you wanted to achieve? Trying to keep that threat system at bay, because that's what it's all about, keeping that balance. You might be able to ask people, friends and family, do you remember 10 years ago what helped me? You might be able to connect back into what the things that you used to do when you were a child. You're maybe going on that bicycle ride, maybe learning new things. This is your time. Restrictions mean opportunities. Challenges means there's always room to overcome them. How can you keep your emotions at bay? How can you keep this balanced? There are some useful hints and tips as well available on our website and other websites around. So just have a look, and you use search engines as well. Ask friends and family, ask neighbors, what do you do in these times? What helps? Only you know